Welcome to Lanterns Live, the only live stream YouTube channel dedicated solely to the Green Lantern universe. I'm Ralph, and today's going to be a fun one. I have a special guest joining me today, and that is Sarah.
Hello.
How you doing, Sarah?
I'm doing fantastic.
Now, great. Cosplaying is not something that I'm super familiar with, so it's going to be a lot of fun to chat. I'm going to pick your brain. And I'm really excited because you do some great Green Lantern cosplay that I really, really like because of your attention to detail. There's other Green Lantern cosplayers out there, but like there's certain things that as a lifelong Green Lantern fan that drive me nuts, and people put rings on the wrong finger or the wrong hand and stuff like that. So I definitely want to get into this because I'm really, really excited. But before we do all that, there's one question I ask all of my guests the first time they come on, and that is your secret origins. When's the first time you became aware of the character Green Lantern, or like a specific Green Lantern, or any sort of Green Lantern thing? When's your earliest memory of the characters?
Earliest. Honestly, as a kid, I probably saw Hal first. Just by default, but looking into and getting into the more was probably John through Justice League. Okay. So watching that, and then it was okay, I need to know more about these guys. What? There's different colors. We've got different oaths. Let's do a deep dive. So that was the jump off point.
So we've seen a movie with Hal Jordan in 2011.
Oh, we have.
It's fine. It's fine. I think what was there was okay. It could have been better. But we're about to get our first introduction to live action of John. Are you excited about the Lantern series?
I am. I'm on the fence with Hal's casting, but the actor for John, I think we're coming from the same place. Yes, Aaron. Yeah. I think he's a really solid choice for John.
I do too. I think a lot of Green Lantern fans are sort of apprehensive about Hal being cast as an older person, and I totally get it. I'm really hoping that it makes sense to the story. I know that we're dealing, it was brought up today. It's made its round on the internet today, but news came out where one of the producers, Chris Mundy, said that they're dealing with different timelines. So we're dealing with, the past and the present. So maybe we get a younger Hal. Maybe I'd love to see Hal in his prime, but who knows? It's supposed to come out in early 2026, which is basically 2 months away. Yeah, but we've got little information. The only thing we have is that one image that they released of those two guys walking down the street. Me as a Green Lantern fan I just want to see the costumes, but for you as a cosplayer, are you really itching to see what they do for the costumes?
I cannot wait because this is going to be a little bit different, because I believe it's Max that's going to be it's what it's going to be. So I'm okay, we're dealing with a different type of caliber from CW. So in my head, I'm okay, I look at things for what I want to see just story-wise, and then I'm all right, Sarah, let's reel it in. Where are the budgets for the shows? Where are the actors' contracts? How attached are we going to get? So I'm looking at something, I'm hoping of a really nice caliber. I just want to see some good movement. With Superman, we get to see Guy, and we get to see a very practical and tactical Guy Gardner, and I'm okay. Great. So we have those building blocks for that type of suit, as opposed to, Ryan Reynolds being just a CGI endeavor. I won't say catastrophe, but endeavor. So I'm really hoping to see something that still has that structure, that has that movement. I'm looking at materials, the way things are going to hit the light. What I would love to see, this is my hope, is some type of work with EL wire or something in the suit, so that we can get some
illumination
effects that aren't
That'd be great.
CGI. I would love that So that's my
something
hope.
along the lines of like a Tron.
Yeah, something like that. Even like some little reflective piping. That's something that I've worked with before. Not to jump universes so quickly, but I made a gender bent Havoc from the X-Men. So
Right.
for his like power up kind of effect, people would just use the flash, and that would all like light up my entire chest and all of the piping just from that reflective fabric. So on camera, something like that would capture is really what I'm looking for.
That sounds great. Speaking of gender bending, have you thought about Justice Gang version of Guy Gardner?
It would be fun. Guy is one that has grown on me. I go through my phases. I think a lot of Lantern fans have that. I like my top faves, and then I was a Kyle fan I still definitely am.
I've got my Kyle statue.
Back there.
He's my dude. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, peak, Kyle. But Guy wins me over, and I'm a big Nathan Fillion fan too, so that also swayed me a very big amount. But
that's so funny because my wife's favorite is Guy Gardner. She loves Guy Gardner. He's just such a turd, like in like the best way, in the best way. That's great. What about if you like Kyle, like again, would you do a Kyle Rayner costume?
Kyle would be a lot of fun. I think Kyle before Guy, but I'm not opposed to a Guy. With cosplay, and especially since it's, kind of in your wheelhouse, not so much, I can yap about it and get really excited about it.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I love, because it's a portmanteau, obviously, costume play. And like the play part and like the role play part, I feel like gets kind of like pushed to the wayside sometimes. Mm-hmm. But with certain characters, it's so much easier to embody. And Guy is one of those that you can just have complete fun with, like posing for pictures and just, just being a complete menace and getting immersed into it. So that has a lot of fun potential.
Now we'll get into your stuff real quick and like how you go about creating these outfits, but when it comes to Kyle, like the crab mask, is that like a big like sort of like roadblock?
It is a little bit, just for visibility, because it's a tough one. You can't really skate around that, over your face and kind of the restricted, even with the kind of like the domino style mask for like Hal and a couple others, you still get a little bit of that like peripheral where it's like, okay, I look to the side and I just see green.
Right.
For Jessica, when I do her powered up makeup, I do a one blind eye for like the power up, and it's not a true blind. It's actually a very small grid. It's like a mesh lens, so I can still kind of see, but it's not clear like the other. So
let's
definitely some work around
some of these. Yeah, because one of the things is I've seen. I follow cosplayers, and it's an amazing craft. I don't know how it gets done, and sometimes you can sort of see the seams. I guess you can kind of see how they're built, and some are definitely cooler than others. Yours, I have questions about, because like a lot of times I'll see some Green Lantern cosplay, and I think it's an off the shelf one piece thing that has like, it's very muscly. It's like a muscle graphic. Yeah. Which is fine. I'm glad that exists, because I love seeing the more Green Lantern cosplay, the better, because for me, like, I like seeing more Green Lantern fans out there, but yours seem more custom. So I'm gonna open up your Instagram page here, and everybody should follow at Sarah Mona Cosplay.
Thank you.
Oh, and you can see like my pointer on here and everything. Cool. Let's go through. I'm going to go through. Let's go. I think Sinestro. We'll talk about Jessica in a bit, because I think that's my favorite. But you have a Sinestro here, and this Sinestro is amazing. And again,
Thank you.
Put the ring on the correct finger, which is the left middle for Sinestro. Which, so for me, as soon as I saw that detail, I'm like, okay, this is someone that gets it. So I'm looking at this. This is definitely doesn't look like something off the shelf. Like, how did you go about starting this project? How does this work?
What is the sorcery?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine, I do sew them myself, so I think that is something that is a little bit of a differentiator to some styles that you see, which I'm with you. I just love seeing people get out there and make costumes. Like, love to see it. But I love to put my own brand on it too. So what the first step, I try to get as many references as possible because I'm, same mindset. I want something canon. I want something like exact. And I get those references to an artist, digital artist, and they will create that pattern. And it almost looks like a paper doll, or when you do you cut a whole bunch of them and you pull it out, and it's like
it's
carbon
like
copies. Yeah, it will kind of look like that. And then I go to a separate vendor and you get that printed on fabric. Okay. And then I just get that fabric shipped to me directly. And then I cut out all of the pieces and then we start sewing them together.
Oh my gosh.
It is an adventure. I have some progress pictures of both lanterns and for some of my spider suits as well, because it's the same type of, it's got to be fitted, skin tight, like you're a cartoon.
Right.
But
those are on Instagram. Those progress shots.
Progress pictures will actually be on Facebook, just because it's a little bit easier to organize. So there's a whole folder called Behind the Seams, Teehee, and you can see all of the progresses for all of my cosplays.
So when you decided to do Sinestro, when you first get the idea to do that, about how long does it take until you're like ready to go with like photos like this?
From beginning to end, the first Sinestro that I did was actually the design from the Injustice video game. So it had a lot of texture. So I pulled those references just from the game, like me snapping pictures on my phone just to make sure that I can get them out, and then to see what pieces would be three-dimensional. So the unique thing with that suit, which it never really captured on camera, but all of the yellow is actually outlined in a glow-in-the-dark, a puff paint. So I have this like yellow power-up. If I'm in like dim lighting, you can see in like around the insignia and everything. So that was amazing. It was so much fun. I love that. I still have the suit, but what ended up happening, it is an older one, and so they just show some signs of wear. And with Sinestro, it was the body paint. So I've got
I love this sort of belt piece.
Yeah,
that you have like a metallic tint to it, and then like I like the fact that you have sort of two different textures going on. The yellow is a nice sort of almost like a shiny gold, whereas the black has almost like a what do you call that? Carbon fiber look to it. Mm-hmm. like what? How do you decide like what texture you want for what area?
Yeah, it's a great question. It just ultimately depends on how I want it to photograph and how I'm going to move in it. All of the lanterns, like obviously the ring and the suit, they are one, and they need to be seamless. So I'm like, I can't make one of these suits and then you can only move like, all right, burn like my power, Sinestro's might, and I'm like, I can't even raise my arm. So
are you using these Blackest Night rings?
Yep.
I love these rings.
They're perfect. It's funny because I have little tiny baby hands, so there's a little bit of
mine's the opposite. I have big old giant bear claws.
No, that's they fit you properly.
Yeah.
So I have to put. Oh, what was that?
Oh, what do you have to do?
It's a glob of hot glue that is on the underside so that they stay,
No.
so it stays on my glove, so I'm not posing and throwing rings off everywhere.
Right. That's really funny. I'm glad you use this because again, like sometimes I saw someone do a cosplay recently. A friend of mine sent it from a convention that they were at, and it looked like the ring had broken, and they had a piece of zip tie holding it, their Green Lantern ring together, and it was like a yellow zip tie, and I'm like, how does that work?
Yeah. Creatively.
So yeah, I really enjoy the Sinestro. This one, now this I thought was something interesting. I actually have the little Funko version of the Bombshell Jessica Cruz. And when I was scrolling through your feed, I saw this costume, this Jessica Cruz Bombshell costume. Were you just a fan of the look? Were you doing other Bombshells, or tell me the story behind this one?
Yeah, this one, I had her regular suit in mind. So going back to like the process, and you were asking like timeline wise, like once I get all the pictures to the artists, depending on what their like workload is like, it can take them a week, or sometimes it can take them a month to get the artwork, and then to get it printed and shipped, because most of them are overseas. There's a few vendors in the US, but to plan out a suit is like a 3-month affair to play it safe. So I had her lantern suit in the works, but I was able to get the Bombshell done faster because I was able to make it completely. So everything is, handmade. Even on the boots, like that is stitched. That green vinyl is the same vinyl that is on the trim of the hat and on the shirt as well.
That's really great. And then the go sign, which you have as a construct coming out of the ring. Mm-hmm. It's really cool. Is that something you just?
Thank you.
Is it 3D printed? Is it? How did you construct that?
So I, with my willpower, of course. I actually just everything starts on paper. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I was really happy with this one because it's like scale, right? Because she's a little mini, but scaling it, I just put my arm like on a big piece of like butcher paper and just kind of get the vague outline of where I want it to be and where I'm holding it so that it looks like it's coming out of the ring. Once I get all of the like the design down and the dimensions, I go in Illustrator and just make a vector of all of the shapes that I need, and then get it sent to be laser cut. So this is all layered acrylic.
Wow.
So yeah, the swoosh part and the octagon are one, the trim of the octagon, each letters, my badge, my sector badge is also
the details is perfect. I mean, the badge is exactly the same. You have the whistle, the green whistle. I mean, everything is so precise. Yeah, the boots. You must have found the boots, right?
Thank you. Yep, I found the boots, and just had to switch out the laces and add stitch on the symbol.
Yeah, it's incredible. Because I think I saw your Jessica first, which we're about to get into. And I just thought it was the best. I was like, wow, this is the best Jessica Cruz I've seen. And as I was scrolling through, I was really taken aback by the Bombshells because it's such a unique and different look to the character. And I was really happy to see it because I have seen other Jessicas at varying
different styles,
quality, but this was really fun. And you even have like the 2814, all of it. It's like pitch perfect. We saw Sinestro. Let's talk about your Jessica. Is Jessica your favorite lantern? What's the story? What's your history with Jessica Cruz?
It is so tough. they're definitely my two favorites. So that's why they've had, two costumes, Sinestro's Injustice and then like the modern comic, and then her regular suit and then the bombshell. So it's so hard to pick because they're so diametrically opposed to each other. And I love that. So Jessica's story, being the first human female member of the Corps is really cool. And being a prominent Latina figure is awesome for me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is great. This is awesome. I can do this. I already like the lanterns. And then like everything from her origin, just born out of trauma and immediately going into, oh yeah, no, Batman's on you right now because you have flown off the handles and you don't know what's going on at all. Right. I'm like, okay, her story starts so fast and moves so well. Her relationships with other characters. I love her and Simon's dynamic. I love.
You read Green Lanterns, the Green Lanterns run from like Sam Humphries and stuff like a while ago.
I'm so bad with the names. I don't.
But it was the story. It was the story with Simon. Yeah, there was the whole thing, and them going to get pancakes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's great. It's really cool. How did this come about? So did you like see the character first, do a deep dive on it, and then create the costume? Is it like you like the costume, created it, and then went back to do research on her? What's your history with her?
Sure. With all my costumes, just point blank, it starts with the character first. And that's why I'm so fixated on like the details and everything, because it's like, I only pick characters that I like. If nobody at con knows who I am, I don't care. Like who's like, oh, I want to gender bend Havoc from the X-Men.
Right.
Like go for it. So it's like, these are all characters that I like. And that embodiment part is just like, it's the ultimate fan thing you can do. I can't draw worth a damn. So I can construct. So
yeah, I don't think I'd be able to construct a suit. Like maybe I would love to do like a Kilowog or something, like a really like a big burly thing. But I'm sure if I did, you could see like globs of hot glue and like cardboard and stuff. But I mean, I've seen a lot of that too, and there's a bit of a charm to it. What I like about this is like it's so precise. It's so comic accurate. I really when I first saw this, I'm like, oh man, this is great. And it was an instant follow. And then I started seeing some of the other stuff. But again, like even the details with the green on the gauntlet. I don't know if you have any full body shots. Do you do the white boots?
Yep.
I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just dancing around,
which is fine. It's very, very, very well done. Right now, in a couple days, it's Halloween. Yes. Do you go pretty crazy for Halloween? Like, is it like, or do cosplayers are like, well, I do this year round, so Halloween's just another thing, or is it like, that's what it is? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the kickback time, and it's like, this is just fun. This is just fun. So the duality of the types of costumes can be very interesting throughout the year.
You do a lot of different characters. Let me get back to your page real quick. Is there, can I get back to your page? Are you going to let me open? Let's see if this is a picture. Oh, there's another. Oh, you have boots there. Yeah, you have the white boots on this one, which is good because, one thing that drives me nuts in the comic books is Jessica's really one of the only characters that has the white boots. Yeah. And sometimes they'll give Hal white boots. Sometimes I don't know if it's the colorist forgets or what, but it always drives me nuts. So
yeah, there will be like different, like on her, like her shoulders. Sometimes like that, those green like little armor pieces have been missing in some panels, and there's little things. Overall,
there's one artist now on the book. There's like 3 main artists on the Green Lantern books, and one of them, when they draw Kyle, put an emblem, a Green Lantern emblem on his shoulders. but none of the other artists do that, and it baffles me why some things happen and some don't. When it comes to all, like you have a few pinned images here. Are these like your most popular ones? Do you find that more people approach you for like X-Men, or do you find that less people approach you when it's Green Lantern related?
It's really a grab bag. I think Jubilee is probably one of the most well known just across the board characters that I've done. Next would be Gamora. But I mean, no one's looking for Surge, but I love her. Magma. No one's looking for
this
Magma.
This one turned up yesterday, and I was like, "Holy smokes! Is it printed? Is the texture printed, or is it actually like a 3D molded?"
This is a printed texture, and then my face is painted. So I paint my face.
So it does have like a bumpy texture.
Not really, just because I was worried about...
It looks 3D. Like, it looks like it's bumpy. So that's purely just the design?
Yep, just the design, because I wanted it... Because it's magma, it's like lava, but I'm like, well, when I wear it, again, like, I don't want it to photograph, and then, like, it looks odd in person, or the way that it captures, you know, on camera. And this was kind of like the evolution of what it came up to. And, you know, I get my artists, you know, that I worked with a couple, and they're all super awesome. I'm like, yeah, I want it to follow, you know, this exact path. I want it to go like this, enough to still see like the X buckle. My glove is removable, so I'm not trapped in a complete suit, but, you know, picking which side comes off, because my lava arm, I can't have a glove, because then I have a seam.
Yeah.
It ruins that. So I'm like, okay, well, if I keep one arm, you know, still with the like New Mutant suit, I have that flexibility. So when I sew them myself, I can go off the rails and, you know, add all these little details around the top of the glove. There's a band of actually sharing the same yellow vinyl as Sinestro.
Okay.
On this one.
Yeah, I saw this yesterday, and I was like, holy cow. It's nuts. It's really, really good. I'm super impressed, and I'm glad. I feel like a lot of times when I see a Green Lantern cosplayer, they only cosplay as like a Green Lantern. So the fact that you have such a wide array of characters, I mean, I don't know how many you have in total, but it is nice to see that Green Lantern's involved. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for like since the Ryan Reynolds movie, Green Lantern hasn't been the most popular. But I'm so happy that like Nathan Fillion just like nailed Guy Gardner, and Green Lantern's kind of coming back into popularity. And Lanterns, the show, is really, really. It seems like there's a lot of hype around it. People are really interested in it. So hopefully, like if you're Green Lantern at a show, that people will tend to gravitate towards your costumes more, because they're all really good. Yeah, you have a lot of X-Men stuff.
Thank you. There's a lot of X-Men.
Yeah.
Some good
It's
variety.
so cool. Oh my gosh.
Destiny, Wolfsbane, Monet St. Croix, like these are.
Is X-Men like your favorite comics? Or is it one of those? Is it because of you said you watched like a lot of Justice League? Did you watch a lot of the X-Men cartoon?
Oh yeah, a lot. Yeah, X-Men are very special to me, but I love my Lanterns too. Yeah, there's another Jessica popping up. Like I love a great story. I love also a great costume too. So there are characters that I love, but I'm like, this look, not it, or this wouldn't be able to translate. I could wear it, but then not move. And all of these costumes I've worn to conventions, I'm able to pose White Tiger. I'm able to get that motion, but then still have a tactical enough look and suit for, you know, her look, and to really capture that in the way that it moves. So it's very, very fun.
Roughly how many costumes you've built?
It's about 60 to 70.
There's your Kamar. Oh, Uncharted 2?
Yeah, Chloe.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's great. Man, I need to go through your feed more because it's fun to see the ideas. Like a character that I would never see. Like it seems like you're primarily focused on like comic characters, so I wouldn't think that I would get a Chloe Fraser from Uncharted 2. But oh my gosh, look at this is great too.
The Sims.
The Sims.
Yeah, I just wore this at a LA Comic Con and had a blast. People loved it, and I was talking to them in Simlish, and that was super,
like this,
fun.
Like the Prince.
Party man.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I've asked everything I could ask. I am incredibly impressed about how much time and effort goes into this. I mean, you really I'm super impressed. I love the amount of detail. And I just got to say, thank you for joining me. I don't really have many more questions. I'm in awe. This is something that is completely foreign to me. I like to do weird stuff for Halloween, but it's never on this scale. I did Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force because I found those color blue sweats at a thrift store, and I'm like, well, that's the hardest thing to get. Got the green flip-flops, got the medallion, shaved. This was back when I had hair, but literally shaved. I went to my friend, and she's a hairdresser, and she shaved the bald Carl look, and I grew the mustache, and it was one of my favorite things. But it was okay,
so funny.
Sweatpants and a white tank top. It's pretty easy. This stuff I can't even fathom how you even begin to work on something like this. Do you have anything coming up as far as ideas? Are we going to get any more Lantern stuff? Are you waiting for the show? Are you
excited? I'm super excited. I'm waiting for the show because rumor has it she's going to be in the show. I've heard back and forth, and some people said no, and they said, at least My Adventures with Green Lantern is going to be something. So I'm like, okay, even if it's live action or not, I'm like, okay. I'm keeping...
the My Adventures with Green Lantern, I'm interested to see how they do the design, because there was a Green Lantern in My Adventures with Superman, and the design was pretty out there. It wasn't the exact same thing you'd see in the comics. So I'm really interested. As much as I would like it to be somewhat comic accurate, I'm really interested to seeing how they tweak it. There was the Justice League versus the Fatal Five that featured Jessica heavily, and her costume was pretty much comic accurate. But for your sake,
pretty close.
I'm hoping there's enough of a difference in there where you can have fun and create something new. Because again, as a Lantern fan, it's really fun to see Green Lantern cosplay at all. I feel like it's a rarity, but to see it being done at the level that you're doing it gets me extra excited, because it's there's somebody out there who's really, really taking the time to get this stuff to look basically like it does in the comic. And I super appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. If there's anything else, give plugs and tell people where to find you. And if you have anything fun coming up that you want people to check out, let everybody know.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for having me and giving me the time to talk about my little battery-operated favorite. But I am Ceremony, so you can find me on pretty much any platform. That's Sara for those that are just listening, no H.
No H. My sister's a Sarah with no H.
And so is Jessica's sister. Yeah. Jessica Cruz's sister is Sarah, so I'm like, meant to be. But so Saramoni cosplay on all of the major socials. Instagram is definitely the one that I'm on most often, so there's always something going on there.
Since I have the Instagram open, I missed that there was a couple of chats here. Delocional Arcade. I'm not sure if I'm getting that route. Del. Shout out to the most talented cosplayer I know, an amazing repertoire of tools to create the characters we all desire to see come to life. Well done, my friend, with the green heart. Always appreciate green hearts on the channel. And
yes.
Scott D says her stuff is pretty amazing, and I agree.
Awesome.
Thank you for joining me. Thanks for everybody for joining me. I was going to do a live stream on Friday covering Green Lantern Dark, but time got away from me. I haven't had a chance to read the book, so I'm going to postpone that. But I'll be back next week covering Green Lantern Core number 9 with Vactor. So if you read that on Wednesday, we'll be here live at around this time next week to chat about that. Sarah, thank you for joining me. Everybody, thank you for joining me in the chat. Leave comments, subscribe, like, go follow Sarah and all the socials. I'm going to go follow on Facebook so I can see those progress. And yes. as always, until next time, beware my podcast. It's Lanterns Live. Bye.